Hello everybody, Sunday Adelaja here. Welcome back to my challenge to Nigeria for Nigeria and Nigerians. Today's topic is going to be very, very controversial, and I'm sure some people will not even listen to the end. They will just already begin to condemn me, but I'm used to that anyway. Today's topic, I'm going to talking on the topic that the federal government must declare amnesty for Yahoo boys. Now, why will I come to that conclusion? Especially me, that is always against Yahoo boys, drug addicts, drug pushers, and things like that. Well, how could I come to this conclusion? There are several reasons. There are a lot of reasons that make me to come to this conclusion. Right now, the way the federal government is fighting against internet scammers and Yahoo boys, 419, is a losing battle. It's a losing battle. We don't have enough officers to fight against them. We don't have enough agencies. We don't have enough system. We don't have a structure on ground. It's a losing battle. That's number one. Number two, the way, I was told that almost all our universities are now infected with this virus of Yahoo boys and 419 scammers. Either they are scamming lovers or they are scamming people of their money, and that in some universities you could have up to 40 or 50% of the students that are engaged in this kind of practice, fraudulent practice. So this is a fraud. This is what is giving Nigeria a bad name. It is called Nigerian scam. It is, everybody all over the world know that things like this are coming from Nigeria. So what will declaring amnesty do for us? How would that one help resolve it? First of all, I want to explain to you that declaring amnesty is an action that is supposed to be taken just for a selected period of time. So let's say the federal government comes out and says, in the next 2 months or 3 months, everybody that is involved with Yahoo, 419, all kind of internet scams must come and register themselves. And then, if you come to register yourself, you will be pardoned from being prosecuted by the law. Secondly, you will be employed, or you will be put in a federal government program. Thirdly, basically we have done this before. You remember the federal government declared amnesty for South militants. Those people were even more dangerous than the Yahoo boys, but they were amnested. Amnesty was declared for them, and then they were sent to overseas to study. They were given scholarship. So why don't we do the same thing for this army of boys that are, so desperate that they are involved in these Yahoo scams? Of course, maybe we will not be able to give them scholarship, but why I think we should declare amnesty for them is because they already have some skills. If they are scamming people like that and Europeans and Americans are falling for it, it means that they have internet skills or thinking skills, or they have some skills. So those skills could be harnessed. So instead of us to give them scholarship, we will not need to give them scholarship to get those skills. We can create jobs for them. We can, make use and take advantage of their skills and create our own Silicon Valley. Only they must be under mentorship and monitoring. So if we are going to give them mentorship, if we are going to monitor their activities, and if they are going to be legally employed and be paid for the job, and then we could give them direction. We could tell them how they could creatively use internet, the same internet that they are using to scam people. They could now creatively use it in such a way that it will benefit humanity. So that is the way I'm looking at it, because federal government, they are declaring amnesty for even Boko Haram fighters. If Boko Haram fighters are being amnestied, if they are being freed and given education and reorientation, I think we should also have a big national reorientation for all these students. I think there should be a reorientation program in every university whereby people will be registered officially. And another advantage is that we are going to have their database. We are going to have their biometrics. So if any one of them default falls or goes back to the crime again, their information is going to be it's going to be with us. We are going to be able to control all that. So if a country will declare Boko Haram fighters, people, I mean, those are the most deadly insurgents that we have in Nigeria. If you will give them amnesty and even spend money to rehabilitate them, if you will give money and spend money to rehabilitate the Niger Delta fighters and militants, what about all our boys, the regular children and students that that are just looking for a way to survive, but who are already skillful in one way or the other in the internet, in the internet programs? We could just, we even need to spend less money. We just need to, give them reorientation. That is what they need. Now, what are my biggest motive for doing this? Number one, the internet world and information world is going to rule the world. Right now, if Africa is behind, we are behind in the internet and information revolution. We are behind in the IT technology stuff. But through this Yahoo boys, we could bring about a big revolution, information revolution, IT revolution to Africa, and turn it into a big industry, that will bring in much more money than our GDP is bringing right now. Right now, oil is only bringing us $25 billion a year, only $25 billion. But with these Yahoo boys, we could create an industry, IT industry, information industry that will bring us at least 10 times more than that, $250 billion a year, if we will declare them, if we will give them amnesty. But right now we are trying to fight them and we are not winning the fight. The law enforcement officer in Nigeria, they are not winning the fight. But let me tell you what a country like India has been able to do. India has turned around the economy thanks to IT and thanks to giving orientation to the young people in that country. And India right now is one of the most sought after country when it comes to information technology. Let me give you some statistics about India. The Google CEO right now is an Indian. Recently, Bill Gates had just retired from Microsoft. I think it's an American Indian that has taken his place. It's an Indian that's now going to be the head of Microsoft. Nokia CEO, the CEO of Nokia is an Indian. Like I've already said, Google is an Indian man. Nokia is an Indian. Adobe program is an Indian man that is the CEO. MasterCard CEO is an Indian. Microsoft is an Indian. So, India has taken over not just the internet world, not just the cyber world, but they have been able to turn over their country. They have been able to restore their economy, bring prosperity to their people, just because they are young and active, agile people have been directed to get education, especially in information technology. So let's reorient our people too. Let's train them. Let's train the Yahoo boys and give them direction and make them become master in working with internet. They're already doing it anyway. So the only thing we need to give them is to perfect their skills and give them orientation. Because we already did this thing before. We already did it with a lot of militants, and they are now contributing to the society. Because internet technology is the future of the world. If India could do this, because India, just like Africa, they have Nigeria, they have big population, they have poor people, they are third world country, as backward as we are, and they have been able to become, number 4, number 5 economy in the world right now. If India could turn around the economy like that, we can do the same thing. But they were able to redirect or to direct the energy of their youth into a productive energy, into a productive direction. We need to do the same thing. We need to be able to redirect the energy of our teeming youth, because we have a lot of young people. Maybe 75% of people growing up, children growing up in Nigeria, people growing up in Nigeria right now are young people. So all these young people, if we give them positive direction, they will be able to, redirect them into production and productivity and bring them something positive. They will bring about productivity to our country. China has been able to do the same thing too. China was able to use the teeming population to be able to send people to the factories. And that's why right now, China is the factory of the world. China is feeding the whole world just because of what they have been able to produce. They have been able to give their population a direction. So we need a government, and especially a Minister of Science and Technology, to come up with this idea. Let's come up with this and pass it through the Parliament and through the National Assembly, and make it official. Let's give direction to our youth. Let's give them positive energy. Let's give them leadership, and let's start by giving them understanding, that we understand them, and that we are ready to forgive them as well. Let's give them forgiveness. Let's give them understanding, and then let's give them direction. Then they will follow us. Right now in America, NASA, everybody knows NASA. NASA is 58%, all their employees, all their workers, 58%, almost 60% of all the employees of NASA are Indians. 60% of NASA's employees are Indians. And if you look at, they have a visa in America whereby they employ specialists and highly trained, highly skilled workers. Indians are 60-70% of the number of immigrants coming to the country, to America, who are getting this visa are Indians. 65 to 70% of the people who are being given these visas are Indians, because their youth have been empowered. They are taking over the world. They are taking over America. They have even taken over America, that's one. And they are all skillful people. They are highly paid people. Oh my God. You cannot even imagine how much we could improve our GDP thanks to this IT technology. Pakistan too is coming up. Pakistan right now is earning $1 billion or so. Is it a year or every month from this IT technology? India, forget it. India is earning 142 billion, I think, or almost 200 billion just from this IT something. But our own country, Nigeria, we're only earning 25 billion from oil. So these are the reasons why I think that we have to do something as fast as possible. We've got to turn Nigeria to a IT hub, information technology hub, and make Nigeria to become a center of a Silicon Valley for Africa, and the next economic revolution to come to the world. We must make sure that Nigeria participates in it. So that's my own idea about giving amnesty to Yahoo boys. So I don't know if anybody will hear me or the government will hear, but give it a consideration. And this could be a way to save our children and our youth from all the evil that they are currently involved with. For the love of God, church and nation. Peace.